What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fish, and class is in session. So I was at Walmart the other day because ever since the Ozark Grail knife came out, I just go to Walmart like 5 times a day and I just circle the sporting goods department over and over again. I only take breaks to go to the restroom and hydrate because I am determined to get at least 15 more of the Ozark Grail. The fake out, the bug out killer, the greatest knife ever made, the game changer, the knife that is going to change the industry forever. I have to have more. I need several cases of this knife, and so I just spend hours and hours and hours at Walmart looking for it, waiting for more to hit the shelves, because as soon as they do, by God, I will spend $3,000 and get 300 more of these knives, for gifts. Not really. Actually, I was at Walmart the other day doing what people do at freaking Walmart, buying toilet paper and toothpaste. And so, of course, every time I'm there, I go to the sporting goods department just like you go to the sporting goods department, and I look at the same shit that's always there. And, well, this time I was actually looking for those Swiss Tech fixed blades. In particular, I was looking for the one called the Lichen, the Leech, the Lecht. That one. I was looking for the Swiss Tech Lecht. And they had it. And it's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. However, I'm still going to grab that knife. It's a perfect little front pocket fixed blade. They have another one called the Hamburger and the Halt bra or something or other. A couple of them look really interesting. They've got a Kephart style one that I want to pick up. They've got a big, 12-inch one or something that I want to grab, and the Licht, that one. But I didn't get it. I didn't get it because something caught my eye when I was there, and it's another Ozark Grail. Yes, another Ozark Grail. Is this one a game changer? Is this one gonna change the industry forever like this one? Well, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. So, without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look. Alright, so like all Ozark Grail knives, this one doesn't have a name. So, yeah, it's just called the 11-inch fixed blade. Now, why did I grab this? Well, because it was marked down like half price. It's normally like a $20 knife, and it was $11.50. And so the bug out killer, the fake out, the greatest knife of all time, is so good. It is such a game changer. I thought, why not give it a shot? So I picked it up. First of all, they have one with micarta handles on it, micarta scales, micarta covers. It's micarta instead of wood. I might pick that up as well after I test this one out and see how it holds up. Haven't tested this yet. I have done a few things with it. I'm gonna beat the crap out of this and get my $11 worth. It's got some redeeming qualities, and then it's got some not so redeeming qualities. First of all, the sheath. The nylon feels decent. The stitching is very well done. It doesn't feel cheap. It seems like a decent sheath. However, one thing I don't like about it is it has this plastic insert. If this knife doesn't break the first time I use it, I might just make a Kydex sheath for it or something, or pull that plastic insert out or find another nylon sheath. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. The sheath is okay. I just don't love that part because when the knife is in there, it rattles. It's rattly, and if I put this on my belt and walk anywhere, that is going to drive me bonkers. So sheath, not so great. So this is 11 inches overall. We've got a 6.5 inch blade, 4.5 inch handle on this one, black oxide coating. The blade steel is 7CR 17 MOV. Is that a good steel? No. Absolutely not. It has good corrosion resistance, and that's about the best thing with 7CR. The edge retention is going to be poor. It's not going to hold an edge forever, but it is relatively easy to sharpen. Now, I have put an edge on this. I think that it had about a 22.5 or a 24 degree edge on it per side. I laid it back to 17 degrees. Now, I know people are going to say,
that's not strong enough. That's not durable enough.
It's 7CR. That's not going to be the strongest, greatest steel anyway. I would rather it be more slicey than more durable. So, I laid back the edge. I put a much better edge on it. You know, 7CR will take a good edge. It's not hard to sharpen. It has good corrosion resistance, but you're not going to get any edge retention out of this thing. We've got a little bit of a recurve on that blade. Big forward finger choil. We've got a little bit of jimping here on this thumb ramp. Full tang, obviously. Handle material on this one is Packawood, and I do think it looks really nice. The scales are held on with, what is it, T12 maybe? T12, something like that. One scale was a little bit loose. I did tighten it down. No problem. Haven't had any problems with that at all. It's got a lanyard hole here. Fit and finish is decent, right? It's not the best, but it's not horrible. The scales do match up and align pretty well. It's a good looking knife. I do like that about it. It's comfortable in my hand. Now, my hands are wider than most people, so my thumb doesn't really fall onto that thumb ramp. My thumb wants to fall up here, so that thumb ramp is pretty useless for me. So saber grip doesn't really work, but with a knife this big, it's going to be a hammer grip or a reverse grip anyway, and that is perfectly comfortable. Gas station stabby grip feels comfortable as well. When I choke up here into that finger choil, it feels good. But for me, hammer grip is the way to go with this knife. So ergonomics are fine. I tried to strike a ferro rod on the spine, not sharp enough. However, that finger choil will strike a ferro rod excellently. You can see there where I've already removed some of the black oxide coating from striking a ferro rod. It will definitely throw some sparks. Is this going to be the best performing knife ever? Absolutely not. Is it going to perform as good as an Essie? No, certainly not. Is it going to perform like the Work Tough Gear Russo Hunter? Certainly not. Is it going to perform as well as the Very Good Knife Company Adventure? Certainly not. Is it going to perform as well as the Three Rivers Manufacturing Redline? Certainly not. Not even in the same class. But with all that said, everyone's budget is different. Is 7CR going to cut? Yes, absolutely it is going to cut. Is it going to hold an edge? No. But if you strop it back up, hit it with a ceramic rod after you use it, your edge is going to come right back. It's got really good corrosion resistance. So what I think this knife would be good for, if you're going on a camping trip, if you're going on a canoe trip, and if you need a medium to big size fixed blade knife and you're on a budget, I think that this is going to suit you just fine. If you lose it, you're not going to cry about it. Even if you don't get it half price, if it's 20 bucks and you lose it, you're not going to cry about it. If you break it, you're not going to cry about it. You know, is it going to be a decent camp knife? Sure. Of course it is. It's going to work for food prep and some wood processing, and it's going to perform just fine for a weekend camp out or canoe trip or something like that. Is this going to be one of your go-to long-term hard use fixed blades? Certainly not. But a medium to light duty fixed blade, something like this is going to be just fine. I'm not mad at it. I'm going to get my $11 out of it. I have a ton of fixed blades, and I'll tell you what I'm going to use this for. This is going to be my garden knife. So out back, I grow a bunch of vegetables, and when they're finished producing, I just chop down the plant and leave the root ball in the soil, because you don't want to pull those vegetables up and bring the whole root ball out of the soil, because that root ball contains all sorts of microorganisms that are beneficial to the health of the soil. When you pull that entire root ball out, you're destroying that entire soil ecosystem. So it's better to just chop the plant down, leave the root ball in the soil, and then replant. So what is this going to be? This is going to be my backyard beater. I'm going to use it in the vegetable gardens. I'm going to use it to hack down vines, because we live in Florida and vines and stuff are constantly trying to eat our house, eat our pets, eat us. You have to constantly beat the vegetation back, or it is going to overtake you. So that's what I'm going to use this knife for. It takes a good edge. It strikes a ferro rod. Is it going to hold an edge? Absolutely not, but I'm not mad about that. It is what it is. It's a $20 knife that I got for $11.50, and I'll get my money's worth out of that. So there you go, boys and girls. That is the Ozark Trail 11-inch fixed blade. Is it going to change the world like this one? No. Is it going to be a decent $11 knife to beat the crap out of for what it is? Sure. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this. Would you ever pick up anything like this? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish, boys and girls. Class dismissed.